Spring rate. The independent suspension also has the advantage that it provides an inherently higher roll stiffness relative to the vertical spring rate. The spring rate or suspension rate is a component in setting the vehicle's ride height or its location in the suspension stroke. When a spring is compressed or stretched, the force it exerts is proportional to its charge in length. Springs that are too hard or too soft cause the suspension to become ineffective because they fail to properly isolate the vehicle from the road. Vehicles that commonly experience suspension loads heavier than normal have heavy or hard springs with a spring rate close to the upper limit for that vehicle's weight. This allows the vehicle to perform properly under a heavy load when control is limited by the inertia of the load.
Wheel rate. The wheel rate on independent suspension is fairly straightforward. However, special consideration must be taken with some non-independent suspension designs. Take the case of a straight axle. When viewed from the front or rear, the wheel can be measured by the means above. Yet, because the wheels are not independent, when viewed from the side under acceleration or braking, the pivot point is at infinity because both wheels have moved, and the spring is directly in line with the wheel contact patch.
Uh, Ride rate is defined as the vertical force per unit vertical displacement of the tire ground contact with the respect of two chassis. The ride rate of a vehicle can, and usually does, differ from front to rear, which allows for the tunability of a vehicle for transient and steady-state handling. The ride rate of a vehicle does not change the total amount of weight transferred on the vehicle, but shifts the speed at which and percentage of the weight transferred on a particular axle to another axle through the vehicle chassis. Generally, the higher the ride rate on an axle of a vehicle, the faster and higher percentage the weight transferred on that axle.
Tire rate. The tire rate is a measure of the tire's strength, its ability to hold air pressure under load. The tire rate influences the sidewall strength of a vehicle tire. If a tire has a tire rate that is too low, the handling of the vehicle could become unstable, as the sidewall buckles under the vehicle's weight. Conversely, a much higher load than needed can dramatically harshen ride quality.